imagine this scenario. You and a friend are sitting side by side in the library on two different computers, and you're both looking at an airline's pricing. And you both log in so the airline knows who you are, and you're both looking at the flight from your hometown to, say, Miami, and you're looking at the exact same flight on the exact same day, and your friend is quoted $250 and you're quoted $600. Why would that happen? Well, because the airline bought your personal information and they happen to know that you've got money stashed in a retirement account and you have a pretty good salary and you could afford to pay the $600. Whereas your friend, they bought his information too, and your friend is working at McDonald's and doesn't have any savings, and the airline knows that too, and they know if they quote him a low price, he's more likely to buy the ticket. If they quote you a high price, you're more likely not to care so much. Just in this example. I realize this may not be your circumstances, but well, that's apparently what Delta Airlines is already doing, according to this report in Newsweek by Joshua Rhett Miller. I mean, this is pretty amazing stuff, and Congress is looking into the Democrats in Congress want to look into this anyway. This Ruben Gallego, Richard Blumenthal, and Mark Warner, three Democratic senators, are asking Delta Airlines, what's the deal here? Because Delta says, well, this is Glenn William Hounstein is the president of Delta Airlines, and he told reporters on July 10th, last week on an earnings call, that roughly 3% of Delta's domestic ticket prices are set using AI. And they hope to reach 20%, 1 out of 5 tickets the prices being determined by AI by the end of this year. And they're working with a company called Fletcher, Fletcherr, which is based out of Israel. And they use AI to process, quote, millions of data points instantly. And Ruben Gallego, Richard Blumenthal, and Mark Warner wrote them a letter saying, quote, individualized pricing or surveillance-based price setting eliminates a fixed or static price in favor of prices that are tailored to an individual consumer's willingness to pay. Delta's current and planned individualized pricing practices not only present data privacy concerns, but also likely mean that fare price increases up to each individual consumer's personal pain point at that time when American families are already struggling with rising costs. So yeah, this is totally weird, and this is something that I guess arguably low-income people should not be all that unhappy about, because it'll shift more of the costs to higher-income people. But they wrote, surveillance pricing has been shown to utilize extensive personal information obtained through a variety of third-party channels, including data about a passenger's purchase history, web browsing behavior, geolocation, social media activity, biometric data, and financial status. So they're buying your information from Facebook, you're buying your information from Twitter, they're buying your information from your bank, they're buying your information from your brokerage if you have one. They're buying your information from the company that processes your payroll. They're buying your information from the search engines for your browsing behavior. This is wild. The senators gave Delta until August 4th, which is just another about 2 weeks, to respond. And it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.